Well guys, this old turret ain't gonna fix itself. Where are all these spiders? Welcome back to the show today. So, as promised, my next project's going to be Project Retired Ruby, the 6600. Needs a transmission, maybe could use a little paint. I don't know if I'm going to get that crazy. Probably will. I've seen me do it. Big question is did I build enough barn and a big enough door to fit that in? According to my calculations, yes. Let's find out. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Boy, in all the years I've been playing with junk, first time I've ever had a combine inside of a barn that I could work. Almost brings a tear to my eye. All right, let's get to work. What are you doing? There's rakins living in this thing. You want to catch them all and tell them they're not allowed and take a hike? You speak their language. Well, friends, after further inspection, I don't think this is going to be an absolute terrible job. The only thing I'm not sure of is this big guy right here. Obviously, I got to get the clutch off, which, no big deal. A couple bolts. This will just, it won't be hooked to this anymore, and that's fine. But then what do I do with it? Can I lay it alongside here? Can I unbolt stuff and just kind of move it around? How much? I mean, there's a lot I don't know about that's going on inside of this thing. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to do what I need to do. And on top of that, I'm guessing it weighs a ton. Probably not as much as the whole transmission, but I know it ain't going to be light by any means. So I thought if I could get the whole shooting match I got lots of room to go this way with it. But the way this sits in here, there's a frame rail here, there's a frame rail upstairs here. That ain't going through. It's got 6 bolts on this side. If I pull that apart, is there a spring in there that's going to go boom? Got 3 bolts on the back side. If I pull the back side, is the whole thing going to fall off, or is it again going to go boom? A lot of things I don't know here, guys. Other than that, everything's pretty self-explanatory here. I got cables, I got bolts. Easy peasy. I guess I'll just jump right in and start with the first thing. Let me get the drive belt off of here. And I don't know. I guess I'll just take out bolts and see what happens. Worst case scenario, it takes me an extra day to figure out how to put it back together. Oh, boy. Well, what size is this guy here? Not that size. Okay. Get those four loose. Get that belt off. Easy, easy. Don't come all the way out. A dab will do ya. There. Jeez, oh. Tell you, friends, can't anything just go smooth? That's probably enough. And you sneak this belt right out of there. Okay, we're gonna tuck him up out of the way. Now for you. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and update you on a few things that maybe you don't know right now. I've been spending a little quality time under this big green son of a bitch, and let me tell you what. I got about everything ready to go, minus the 4 big bolts on the front. I still don't know what I'm going to do about this. I got bolts loose back there. I got all the bolts loose around the bell housing. I've got that loose but on. You know, there's no YouTube videos on how to change the transmission in a 6600 combine that I could find, or how to get that pulley off or anything, or how to change the clutch or whatever. So we're all just, we're all in this together. I have to learn the same way, which is fine. Now, I got these shivs undone right here because they wouldn't come off back there. That's great. Smash the shit out of my big thumb here because there's a little roll pin that goes in there. Of course, I don't have a drift punch that size, so I used a 1/4-inch bolt, and in those tight spaces, guess what took the brunt of that big yellow hammer right there? Yep, my thumb. Oh well, I mean, that's just how she goes, guys. Aside from that, same thing on this side. Had to take that one off. So I should be able to shimmy that transmission down and hopefully pull those shafts out of there the rest of the way. Hopefully. I mean, it probably won't work out, but I'm going to try it anyway. I got brake lines in there, but I don't really care about them because the brakes don't work on this anyway. Maybe they'll work on the next one. I don't know. I'll hook it up anyway. But nevertheless, I got 4 bolts there. The clutch slave cylinder down on the transmission. That's all unhooked and just laying there. I don't want to have to go through and bleed all that shit out. So I just left that the way it is. Shift cables are off and set aside in the same positions. Like I left, everything is as it was in here. So that way I can hopefully get the other transmission in there and maybe things will just line up and work. I doubt it, but you know, things can happen. So I'm at the point now where I'm going to go in and put some ice on my thumb because it hurts. Yeah, I know, I'm a crybaby, but you know what? It hurts. Probably going to take me a little shower and call it a night because it's, there's a lot of, you power wash the combine and everything still falls out from underneath. But in all honesty, guys, this is the first time I've really spent any quality time under this combine. And I gotta say, having the hard floor sure does make that a little bit more pleasant. Not much more pleasant, but more pleasant. At least because I got shit falling in my face, I'm not laying in it. Instead of having it falling in my face while I'm laying in it. So I'm gonna, like I say, let me sweep that out from underneath there. I gotta go find my transmission jack, get it positioned up underneath there, get the 4 big bolts out, and then just start shimmying stuff around. Maybe I'll get this thing out of here before Friday. I don't know. I'm sure going to give her my best shot. I'll catch back up with you tomorrow. Hey friends, well, back for more punishment. But you know what they say, no rest for the wicked, no rest for the weary. Whatever category I fall into, there's no rest. My thumb is only Slightly more purple than this one. Still hurts like a son of a gun, but it'll be okay. This ain't going to wait. I got to get this done. So here's where I'm at right now. Basically exactly where I left off yesterday, except I did go ahead and get my transmission jack in here. Now my thought was, like I said, since I got everything on this clutch housing / pulley loose, I'm going to take this jack and see if I can actually get it to come loose off the transmission itself. And like I said, it's kind of, without having you under there, it's hard to explain. But so the back of the bell housing, you got frame there and you got frame there. The back of the bell housing really won't come through, and this pulley really won't go through the other way. So she's got to come off. That's why I thought maybe I'd get the pulley off. But in studying a little bit, I've heard a lot of, actually, that's not true. There ain't very much about these in transmissions and clutches on the internet. So they say you can change a clutch without pulling the transmission. So if I can get this whole clutch assembly off and just out of the way, I'll just let it hang out here until I put the other one back in and, figure it out from there. But like I say, before I do any of that, I got to get it loose on there. And I think I just did it. Maybe. See if I can slide this assembly just out of there a little bit. Okay, well, honestly, friends, that was, hope she goes back together that easy. I'm not betting the farm on that, but whatever. Now, maybe if I let this down, the whole thing will just kind of fall out of here. I don't know how this ended up way over here. The raccoons that live in this combine must have been playing on it. All right, so where are we at here? Okay, well, there's that. I sure would like to get that whole setup right out of the way. I don't know if it's 100% necessary, but might be easier without all that there. Let me see if I can figure that out. Then we're easy, guys. We just got these bolts and brake lines. Oh. And we're being business. This transmission will be out before I know it. Well, I see what's going on. I see what's going on here. There we go. That girl. Okay. There. Well, guys, that wasn't so bad. I mean, figuratively speaking, I could change a clutch in this in probably a half hour if I had to. Not gonna. No, the big question, again, it's heavy enough, but it ain't stupid heavy. Let go of that. There. We'll just set that out of the way. Still got all my digits. Now for the heavy part. All right, ouch. Last point of this, these two brake lines, these 4 bolts, and this transmission's coming down. And that's it. That's where it's going to be useful. Okay, now, see if I can get any of them to come loose. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. What about, let go of me. Up here. Might need an extension. Another trip out from under here. Guys, the real fun in working on something underneath is to see just how many times you're going to have to go underneath. Okay, that one will turn a little bit. Maybe I can. All right, I'm not asking nice anymore. Okay, ouch. Oh, boy, that's awful sticky in there. Okay, I don't know if I like that or not. Ooh. Come on now. There, okay. I think I've won this battle. Guess we're gonna find out. Let's put this back on there now. Being stubborn, but I'm still winning. There it goes. Screw you, bolt. Son of a gun. All right, down we go, friends. Pulled the axle shafts out already, so that's one less thing. Uh-oh. Parking brake cables. Guys, I didn't even know this old turd had a parking brake. Emphasis on the had. Hope I don't set it on fire. Easy on my new floor. Okay, now you're gonna come out from under there, or am I this gonna be a fight too? There. There, guys. There's 3 hours of my life I'll never get back. But, you know, could have been worse. Could have been 6, but I'm not done yet, so there's still time for that to go badly for me. But nevertheless, it's out. I think I'm going to get the new one back in a lot quicker than I got this one out. That's for, well, let's hope. I mean, at this point, what are we going to do? So guys, I've had this combine for the last 7 to 8 years. For the last 7 to 8 years, I've been wanting to change this transmission, but just, you know, I didn't have a good place to do it. Didn't have a good place to work on it. Finally, that's what I'm trying to say here, friends. Keep your nose to the grindstone. Follow your dreams. Never give up. That's all the motivational words I got for you. Guys, them mountains are blue. I think I'm going to go partake. Good riddance to that thing. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You're learning so many important things, and I'm so proud of you.